Well, I'm hoping y'all having a good day. I got a piece of Buffalo River. It was a slab, and this was the end piece. It had a turtle back on it, and I got a lot of it out. And I'm going to show you how to, see if I can turn that a little more that way. Get the rest of it out and thin it down and make something worth looking at out of it. We're going to grind her down. Grind it right. Okay, let's look at this joker here. And I don't know if this will work or not. We're going to see. We're going to kind of have a little fun here. This thing is got a big turtle back ridge running right up through here. And that ridge going to show up pretty good. It's got a high spot here. And all of this is high. So if you look, this is high. If you look right here, all this is high. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take this little bitty bopper. I'm going to try to raise this edge up where it's below the center line when I turn it over. Pressure flaking it would be the best. We're not losing width, because I can't control how far in I hit. I'm hitting a little far in on some of this stuff. I'm losing a little extra width. But the width is not as important to me, because I don't need it to be wide. But if I did, I'd definitely be pressure flaking. Now, I'm going to hit right here. It's going to take that out. Now I'm going to skip down to here and take that out. Got a delta there. Come skip down to here. Move it over to there. Got all that out. I started a hinge right here. I might not get it out this go around. I'm gonna come right through here. The hinge was due to an angle I hit, and the angle was not paying any mind to it. I just happened to hit that angle, and it went into a low area instead of a high area. And when it went in there, it hinged, it was low. Try to come back this way and follow through like that, and I take it out. There's the hinge. I followed through and went all the way down. So now, I'm looking right here, follow through again, and cross that way. We'll come over here. come across this way. And that exposed a crack in the rock. I don't think it's going to be a problem. And I'll show it to you. The crack is right here. It goes that way, and I'm going to come back this way, like this. And I did not get it out. I would say it'd come out pretty easy, but what you can see is that crack's running that way. So I should have, if I'd have known it, I thought it was going the other way, it looked like it. That's okay. That crack's challenged me. And right now it's the head. It's got me 1-0. I tried one time and I didn't get it. Tried 2 times, now I'm gonna go this way. I'm gonna hit right here and go that way. Well, I got the crack out, but I left the hinge there, which is okay. One thing's not okay, and that's the fact that I'm getting, it's still fat. I made a few mistakes in my thinning approach. You can't afford to make mistakes. I said I wasn't worried about the width because I wasn't making a wide point. But since I didn't get it thin as I wanted, I'm worried about it now. Now let me raise this up and do the other side. All right, we're going to come down this side. There we go, we got that pretty thin. So let's study this joker. We got a hinge right here, a ridge here, and a ridge here, and a ridge there. So I'm going to tack those ridges first. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to pressure plate down on them first. I'm going to make a little more convexity coming off this thing. I'm just pressure flaking down towards them. Now I'm turning it back up. Make me a platform. And by doing this, I'm not losing much width. I'm just barely trimming this edge off. If I was hammering on it, I might hit a little further in this way and mess up more than I wanted to. So by doing this, I'm placing it where I'm wanting and shoving down. There's no mistakes. Kind of like indirect percussion. You set the tool where you want it and you hit it. Now, I'm going to take this one here and run one off right there, and put it on the side of my leg and hit almost straight down. Look at that. All of that come out. Look how thin it got. Now I'm going to skip up there and do that. Just do a little bit right there. Now I'm going to, so I got this in my hand. And the problem is I got a big hump right there. So I need to try to hit straight down. If I won't hit into that hump, it would have broke it. So I went right down beside that hump. Look how pretty it took it off. Now, here, we got it like this. And this is all I need to move. And I'll show you a better picture in just a second. This is all I need to move right there. Almost went into it. Changed my angle a little bit, took it out. See how high up I hit right there? That's definitely a no-no. That's because I'm not accurate anymore. I'm losing my accuracy because of my shaking, and I guess that's what it is. I do shake a lot. Ain't no more. Try something crazy here and try to drive this one all the way across like that. Look at that. Took that hinge out. Alrighty. This side's looking pretty good. So if you remember, I'm going to do this side this way with the pressure flaker. Already cost me some width hammering on the platform. It's a little high up into it. Right there. Well, we're going to steady look at this one for a minute. I'm looking down it. This is okay up here, but I need to run a platform right there, and I need to run one right there. So what I need to do is pressure flake a little more, turn that edge up just a little more. Start down here on the tip. I know I don't have no mark there. I'm gonna tell you why I'm doing that in just a second. I'm gonna look at it and then tell you. All right, what I was gonna tell you is I can come this way if it don't go that way, and it'll help. If it don't go all the way, I need some help. I got another direction. So now we're gonna try to get this right here. All that one out. Right here, it went out. And that place I told you about, it helped. We got a hinge right here. Now we're gonna pressure flake and show you my game plan when I get the platform across here. Okay, let's look at the game plan on this. What I'm gonna do is run this flake across here to take this hinge out right here. I want it to come all the way across. If it don't work, I'm hoping I can catch it there. This one is only gonna go right in here, and this one right in here. So let's see what we can do with it. Got all that mark off. All that mark off. Look at that. Like just a little bit here and come back that way and get that one. Right now, it did not work. Sometimes it does, and sometimes it don't. It feathers out on top of it. I was hoping it would get it out and go all the way across and shoot, and I just cut it off. Like you're cutting a knot off of a tree with a bandsaw blade. But it didn't work like that. So what's my game plan? Come back and start over. Okay, I'm gonna hit right here. I got a little bit of red, don't try to follow. Got most of it, about 15% of it. Just take a little off here, not much. Just want to kind of weaken the back side of it here. This is just not being very cooperative. Just not want to do what I want it to do. And one reason is, and I don't mind admitting it, I got yellow wrist where I started. The first blow I made and the second blow I got yellow wrist. I knew how hard I really needed to hit it in the angle, but I was afraid I'd break it and it'd been recorded and embarrassed. I said, damn, I'm gonna break this son. Hit it too hard, and then I'm gonna look like I don't know what I'm doing. And that's what happened. So I'm gonna haul off it. Knock the stew out of that one. That one. That one. That one. And that one. We got it all out of there. This is pressure flake out. This stays ready to pressure flake. Now because it's so narrow, what I'll probably do is make an Elk River out of it. There we go. Now I'm going to show you something real quick. If you got something to make a pad out of, I got some leather, I got some rubber and all. To make a pressure flaking pad, it's so easy to do. Get your block of wood that feels good in your hand. Say this is block of wood. This is too thick, but just say it's a block of wood that feels good in your hand right here. All right. You lay your pad like that. That's on an angle. That's for doing your flakes that run on an angle. Like I'm fixing to do an Elk River, and I need my flakes run this way. If you want to run straight, just glue your two like that, and you ain't got to worry about cutting that trench in there. Your trench is already there. On top of the block of wood, you might want to put a little piece of copper or another piece of leather like this to protect it when your flake goes through. But these pads are so easy to make if you got the right stuff to do it with, and it's easy to get it. I mean, I had a friend that got a machine shop, and they have these pads they walk over all the time to help their feet standing up, and they wear them out. And he'll call me, so he don't call me very often, but like once a year or two, I said, we fix to throw some pads where you want them. I said, yeah. I'll go get them and cut them up on my bandsaw. I used to make pressure flaking pads to sell a long time ago. And it was very simple to do. But I always wondered about how I'm going to cut the groove in there. You take a motor tool, it goes to stinking that rubber and burning and all. That's what shoot, just put two pieces of rubber and don't put them together. Have a wider space I want. That's it. Somebody made the pad I'm using now. Dan Collins sold them, I'm pretty sure. He gave it to me. I about wore it out. It was this wide right here. That wide. And it went this way. He had it where it flared out. But I done chewed into all of that off with my pressure flaker in. That's what I'm talking about. That's what you need to kind of watch out for, because it'll sure happen. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to take this pad, and I got my extended platform, and look at the high and low place that go down it. I'm going to hold it this way, so when I push down, I'm going that way too. I'm running flakes on like a 45-degree angle. It's a little bit harder to do if you don't have the cut running that way, but you can do it. You know, some of them you're going to hear me grunt and strain hard, and some of them ain't going to make it at all, because I'm moving the high spots. Low spots I don't need to make any noise. I'm just turning the edge up. That's a big high spot there. Woo! Another one. Another one. Now I got a little bit of pattern started. It's not much. And I got some hinges right here. I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can knock him out. I got on top of this, way up on top, and pull it back towards me. Get those hinges out. Got them out. Now then, I'm gonna set it up, running a row of plates. Turn this edge up. It's gonna be a narrow point. Most elk rivers are pretty narrow. That's why I was gonna make an elk river out of it, because it's there to start with. Wasn't my intention when I started out, I was just trying to thin it. But I made a couple boo-boos. Hit too high up on it was the main one. Lost about an eighth of an inch of width by doing that. Right now we got, what did I do with my little fancy pen? I thought I was through with it. I done put it up. Excuse me. It's gone. All right. We got high airs right in here and right in there. That needs to go to there. That just goes right in there. So I'm gonna go down. I'm gonna look at it as I go. You see how far my flakes are running. Get this thing set up where me an angle going. One little red spot. Took all those out. And all that other red. Now it's none less. This is low. Don't skip down here to this red spot. Whoa. Got too hard on it. Tried to move too much mass. Broke that point off. That can happen real easy too. I break more rocks probably pressure flaker than I do hitting on with a hammer. Especially notching them. I split them right down the lengthways, notching them. Trying to force a notch in them. Shoving real hard. Let's go ahead and go with this. Just make a pretty little preform out of it. I won't make no point. I don't need to make a point this side, but I make preforms and sell them. I can sell this real quick as a preform. There we go, nice preform. What I'm gonna do is I got a preform bucket. Where's it at? Right there. Drop it in my preform bucket. All right, that's enough on that. That's too thin to do what I want to do. Trying to find something I can. That's not gonna work. I hate to quit on it. I didn't have no backup. I just wasn't planning on breaking that song. That's the way to work over it. We'll just use this. A little bit of percussion involved here. I guess this is focus. I'm gonna be embarrassed if I look up. Yeah, it's focus. Okay. I really don't like that. That's what had me worried. It's starting to get round on me. I'm gonna try to use this one. It's a little too light, but when I was worried about breaking it a while ago, I said, I got the yellow wrist. Try to pin this bass by percussion. See if I can run it down right about to there without breaking it in half. This part didn't work. Probably had some little hinges right on the edge. Micro barely could see them. Probably need a magnifying glass to see them. I didn't check for them. I usually check pretty good, but I didn't. I guarantee that's what happened there. But anyway, it's all right. Nothing lost. It's a good day in the neighborhood. Boy, that one did good. Run some good plates off. Don Hook found enough room to put a cot up. He brought a cot. I never believed he would have found enough room to put it up in this little old metal building. But he had to move a bunch of stuff, and he put him a cot up to sleep in. And he didn't know I had some rats in here. And he's an old country boy, and he's talking about he brought him a mustard green sandwich. He said there's two ways to eat it. If you're going to eat a mustard green sandwich, you have to eat it extremely fast. You just have to just force it in your mouth, all of it at one time, or the bread will get too soggy. Or you just wrap it up in a little saucer-like thing with tinfoil and eat it like cereal. Because hours later, because your bread's so soggy, it's just like a bowl of cereal. I said, well, that's okay. I never heard of that, but sounds pretty good to me. I might have to try me a mustard green sandwich. Well, when everybody got out of here that night, he went to bed. He's sitting on the side of that cot. And was going to eat him some of that mustard green soup, I guess you'd call it, sandwich soup or whatever. And he got him a spoon out, and he looked over sitting beside him, then hopped up there on his bunk right beside him, was about a rat about 15 pounds, looking at him, licking his lips. He said, I didn't know whether to give him a bite or run. He said, so I ran. He said, I let him have it all. He said, the whole building. I gave him everything. He had my cot, he had my pillow, he had my coffee maker. Whatever he wanted, it was his. I wasn't going to argue with him. So, I've been looking around here, mustard green. I keep seeing these green pellets everywhere, and I said, what in the world is this on the floor? It's like a lime green. And then I remember him telling me about that rat eating his mustard green sandwich. And I said, I'll be dog. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. In case y'all wondering what I'm doing, I'm rambling. I really don't know what I'm doing. I guess we'll try to make us a Dalton. And I made some Dalton. It's too wide for an Elk River, and I don't want to waste it making it narrow all the time involved. I'm not used to this camera situation. It's a lot better, but the problem is I get out of focus and I don't realize, I don't look up. Remember where I put my hand back here or something and you can't see it. I made a Lost Lake and a Dalton on the video using it, and lots of times you couldn't see what I was doing. I was real aggravated myself because I got out of range of focus of the camera, whatever you want to call it, camera range, camera focus. So, I'll work on this bass a little bit. I do not like the way it's doing or shaped up. I wasn't even paying no mind until just then. But it's got a big old hump in it. I did not even notice it. I was worried about those hinges I was trying to get out. I hate hinges. Well, I used to like them. Like I said, it was a challenge to try to figure out how to get them out. I don't feel that way no more. I get them out successfully about 90% of the time, but it's a lot of time wasted on getting them out. It'd be a lot faster if you didn't have them. In other words, I think I done learned enough on hinges. I'm still learning, don't get me wrong. I'm far from knowing everything. There we go. That was pretty successful. This point's probably going to break because it had a crack coming right down through there. I'm going to try to go through that part first and see if I can get it out without breaking it. I keep fooling with it and trying to make it thinner to break. Pretty sure. Alrighty. Let me raise this up a little bit. I'm gonna have to stop a minute. See if I can turn my fan on. It still got hot in here. There we go. I got it. Alright, now, this is what I'm trying to do. This crack runs right through there. I'm try to pressure float this right here out. That's a little bitty red dot right there. That drops in right there, like you took a drill, drilled a hole in there. Ain't nothing I can do about that. We're just gonna pretend he had an earring hanging right there. He pierced his ear, and that was the earring hole that was left from the piercing. tell you something about that mustard green sandwich. Dan Collins ain't too innocent himself. He brought some jelly, homemade jelly. He was so proud of it and give it all to us. He didn't tell us it had habanero in it. Like, so can you eat just one chip? Son, I could have caught a gallon bucket full of tears everybody was shedding, eating that hot pepper jelly. Boy, he put it on a big old cracker and said, here, put it on one of these crackers, and boy, it's fine. And then we all put it on that cracker and went to munching on it. You talking about some spitting. Woo-wee. My mouth was on fire. But I gotta admit, it was some mighty fine jelly. I sure would like to have some more of it, Mr. Collins. You know, I said I used to like a challenge, so I liked hinges. Those days are over with. But I got a challenge. See how to get this hole out of this rock. This crater looked like a crater on the moon. It don't go all the way through, so I guess you call it a hole because it don't go all the way through. But I don't know. They call a donut a hole. It's just a round ball, so I don't know. I might call it anything I want now. Thinking about it. But it's right there. It's like you took a wood chisel and just gouged a chunk out. And it was layered like that. It didn't happen. Mother Nature did that. Ooh, it's past my lunchtime. I gotta go get something about that mustard green sandwich and the jalapeno pepper jelly. I got hungry. Mama little boy wants something to eat. I'm gonna do this side right here. I'm gonna call it quit. Go get me some beans. My Englishman friend, neighbor up the road from England, he said the best sandwich in the world is cheese and onion. Put mayonnaise on there, salt and pepper and cheese and onion. I might have to try that. I just got me some cheese in order for Christmas, and some of that, I call it hoop cheese. Big old round ball of cheese. Man, that's stuff hard to beat. I got a friend in Franklin, Tennessee that owns a restaurant. But he also smokes ham, big old hams, and ships them all over the world. Anyway, he smokes ham, and I had to stop it for a minute. Now I can't find my glasses. There they are. He ships those smoked ham just about all over the world. I mean, he's famous for smoked ham. But he also buys cheese. He don't make the cheese, he buys it. He don't make the ham, he buys them. But what he does with the cheese is he smokes it, and then where he smokes it in half. And you talking about something good. That smoked cheese, it'll make you slap your pappy. It ain't nothing like boiled okra. Boiled okra goes down so fast you don't even get to taste it. This is smoked cheese, man. You can chew on this stuff. It's good. I'm trying to get this hole out of here. I told you I like a challenge. I don't know what I'm gonna make at this point now. I'm trying to run the whole curve and goes that way, and I'm trying to run the flakes with the curve, because I know I can't jump that hole or the hinge. So I already got part of it out, so if I can move down this curve right here, I'm gonna take a little bit out right here, it's not gonna be part of it. Now, if I can grind this real good and get the point of this tool to see the seat in there, just like this, and go that way, I got that hole out. I got that hole out. Yeah, I don't want to make out of that. I think I'm going to put it in my preform bucket. I'm going to lay it up there. I'm going to drop it in there. I'm afraid I'll break it. Alright, I'm going to come back this evening and make a bunch of preform. I'm not going to do any video on them or anything like that. And get them ready to sell. Boy, this is gonna be a pretty piece here, is black Dover. I tell you what, I'm gonna do a video real quick. You know I'm hungry. And me working this stuff. Won't take long. Well, this cortex on this stuff is not like to come off. You gotta hit the reel, the core, to get it to come off. I'm talking about you gotta hit that black part. You can beat on this just about all day long. So you get where you can see that black part. If you think you're spinning your wheel, I don't show you what I'm talking about. I'm gonna hit that black part now. Look at that. Trying to get this hump out. Well, some big old chunks coming out of there. That's bending the wrong way. It's turned up. Now it's turned down. Oh, that's some tough stuff. I'm going to try to come across here, get that out. Come across here and get this out. Got out of focus, I'm sorry. That one did good, but it dug in. Kind of like started like skipping a rock across the water, bouncing. Started doing like that when it went across there. Dug in. What I'm going to do now is try to come this way. Went behind where it dug in. Let's see if we can put that back there where you can see it. Alright, I'll make sure you can see there. It dug in right there. When this went out, it went that way and took it out. What I'm trying to do here, build me a little convexity up. Might have enough. I can knock this out. Yeah, there we go. That did pretty doggone good. Now let's get this side. This is a slick willy side. We're gonna hit down on it, put some convexity. Now watch this, by hitting down on it, it's starting to round it there. Starting to put a little oval in it. What's called convexity. I never knew what that word meant. Convex. I might have thought it meant putting a hex on somebody, convex. I don't know. Okay, you can, I don't know if you can see it on the camera or not, but it's starting to go uphill. Because it's going uphill, I can raise this platform now. I'm going to take some rock off. Get rid of all that smooth, slick surface. Get rid of all the solid slab look. Like this. Like that. Like that. Like that. Like that. Now we raise this side up and do it. Well, you just can't see. Let me. Yeah, right there. Look at that. I'm gonna barely tap into it. Try to intercept that head right there. That did good enough. Still a little bit of it left, but we'll get it out later on. That is no hill for a high stepper. We're a bunch of high steppers around here. All right, I'm gonna try something here. Show it can be done if I can do it. Maybe get somebody better at this than me to do it. I probably could do it indirect. I just don't know. I don't know if I can do it the way it's shaping up. We'll see. So I was gonna try to run a piece all the way across and went right to there. Remember that big old, back in the video I said I got yellow wrist? I didn't hit it as hard because I was afraid I'd break it. That's what I was talking about. I hit that as hard as I could though. It just wasn't meant to go that far because of the low air right in there. Tried the same thing right there. Even though I knew it wasn't going to go because of that low air, what it did is it helped me. It weakened it from behind, and even though it's a hinge, I can get it out. Now watch here. Almost gone. Stuff a little more plate. It's gone. And this hinge here, and I sure am hungry. I don't know why I started on this project here. I'm supposed to go eat. I bet it's 1 o'clock or later. I'm gonna weaken this hinge from behind by taking a flake off right there, and right there, and right there. And then watch this. I almost got it out completely. Look at that. nothing wrong with that. I'm gonna pick this up to get used to swinging it. This is a smaller billet and it's a lot lighter. And the handles are different lengths and different size. I like to do this to try to get the feel of them before I start hitting with them real hard. I'm gonna use this to try to cover across and knock this out. Isn't that pretty? Look at that. Let's come on this side and do the same thing over here. I got to look at it and hit right there. So that edge was above the center line right there, and I saw it. And I said, boy, if I could just miss it, and I did. I should have stopped, not took a gamble on my accuracy. It was very close to messing up big time if I'd have hit it. It just crushed it. That'd been all she wrote on it. Been showing up a struggle to get it out. It's going to be a good one for the preform pile. It should be a hurry. Thought I could knock that out real easy and get prepared proper. Now I'm paying the price. I know what I can do. I don't know why I keep beating on that thing. Just breaking it. Because like I said, I don't like the pressure plate. There we go. That was real difficult. You put my pin up, lid back on it, stick it back in my storage box right there. Show you that pretty piece. Look at that, what little hinge there. Pressure plate right there and it's gone. It's gonna go in my preform box. Y'all have a blessed day.